Well, welcome back to the Cypress Sports Show, brought to you by Coach's Corner, your go-to spot before and after the game. I'm Jeff Russell, here with Mark Slevcove. Today, we're going to welcome ASB President Nat Stark to the program. We're going to get a quick glimpse of our homecoming opponent from Coach Crooks, talk to some teachers and staff in our segment, How Well Do You Know? But first, Coach Slevcove, we had a nice start to last week's game against Tustin. We had another decisive victory. This week we head into our big homecoming week. Lots of festivities going around. The game on Friday against Pacifica should be a lot of excitement, right?
Should be a lot of fun. Homecoming week is always great. ASB does a great job putting on festivities all week for the kids. Big football game. Lots of people will be out there Friday night. And then, of course, they got the dance on Saturday night. So it should be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Well, here's our update for the week with our fall sports. As Coach said, football opened up league with a 44-20 victory over Tustin. Huge game for senior Matt Morrell, 8 catches for 230 yards and 2 TDs. Those 230 yards receiving in a game are second in school history, only to his 234 yards last year against Valencia. So congrats, Matt, and keep it up. With the victory also, Cypress has now has an overall win percentage of 500 in school history. It's the first time since 1981 that we've had a 500 record. So good luck to Coach Feldman and the team this week against Pacifica to get 500 and one game over. Girls volleyball had a big league match with Crean Lutheran last week as both teams were undefeated heading into the contest. We defeated them 3-0 and stayed undefeated in league at 6-0. Just 4 games left in league as they finish up the season next week before beginning the playoffs. Girls tennis, with victories over Tustin and Crean Lutheran, the girls are now 3-1 in league so far. Matches this week against Pacifica and Kennedy. Boys water polo lost the league opener to Tustin in overtime 10-9 last week. After a slow start to the game, we seemed to outplay them the rest of the game, but couldn't quite get over the hump and take the lead in the contest. This week, the boys take on Pacifica on Thursday. Cross country ran in the Empire League prelims last week at Craig Park. The boys varsity finished second to Valencia and the girls finished 5th. This week, the varsity teams are headed to Clovis Invitational up in Central California. Girls golf, 4-0 in league after beating Crean Lutheran and Valencia last week, so nice victories there, ladies. And then on Monday, the girls played in the Walnut Invitational at California Country Club and finished 6th overall as a team. Catherine Gerbing, though, finished 3rd individually by shooting a 1 under 71, and Tanya Maheshwari shot a 72 even par.
All right, we're off to great stuff, Coach. I mean, this week, homecoming week, it's one of the best weeks of the year by far. So much stuff for you guys to get involved in. Slev, do you remember homecoming back when you were in high school? I know it's been a long time.
Hey, it hasn't been that long, but plenty long. Of course I remember. Chad Boberg, Courtney Ellis winning homecoming, king and queen. I remember the dances. In our day, we had them right after the football game, so we got to come back to the quad and have a good time. And many people danced. I didn't dance, but a lot of people did right after the game.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I remember the week as well. The game for sure. I remember hanging out with friends before and after the game. It's awesome memories. I mean, you have to get out to the homecoming game. You have to get out this week and get involved. So to get us going in homecoming week, we thought we would check in with some teachers and staff and ask them how well they know Cypress homecoming. Here's what they had to say.
All right, we're here with Assistant Principal MJ Durkin, Science Teacher and Head Wrestling Coach John Lumberg, Science Teacher Jennifer Russell, and wife of 1989 graduate Jeff Russell, History Teacher Craig Herrick, Alumni Class of 87, Teacher Sean Pfeiffer, Cypress High School supposed to be graduate of 88, Cypress High Teacher, Baseball Coach, 2006 Alumni, 2005 CIF Baseball Champ, Adam Wilk, Athletic Trainer Marcy, and Cypress High graduate 2008. How well do you know homecoming on Cypress High, Ms. Durkin? First question, which teacher and alumni was homecoming king?
Oh God, I have no idea. I'm gonna say Lumberg.
Johnson.
You, Slevcove.
Teacher and alumni. Good grief. You know what? It's probably Feldman. That dude is a stud. He is probably a homecoming king.
What teacher and alumni was homecoming king at Cypress High?
That would be me, 1986, Coach Steiner.
Number 2, what teachers or staff members were Cypress High cheerleaders?
Binford,
And
Benford. Can't go wrong with the Benford, right? 3 times.
Binford. And Binford. And the 3 Binford.
Teachers, can we also do
And
office
staff, yes.
Okay, I'd say Miss Benford. I think she was a cheer coach. I'm gonna say Carrie Vaughn and Miss Cook.
Michelle Jenkins, Sarah and Mary Binford, Kathy Binford. Cheerleaders here?
Yes.
Okay. Those are the ones I know.
Okay.
We are!
Woohoo! I'm Sarah Binford, class of 2000. I'm a history teacher and activities director.
And I'm Mary Binford. I'm also the class of 2000, go figure. And I am the counselor for the class of 2023, senior counselor this year.
And I'm Kathy Binford. I'm the health technician, and I'm from the first graduating class of Cypress High School, 1975.
Michelle Jenkins, class of 2001, and I teach Living Earth.
Number 3, how many years has the school been open?
It, I believe, opened in 76, so that is like...
This is the school's 50th year, only 49th graduating class.
Do the math,
Yeah,
carry the 1.
Yeah.
25.
I can't do the math right now.
Well, it opened in the fall of 1971 or 2. There was no graduating class. It was just juniors and sophomores. So I want to say 50 years.
30, that's my 45th anniversary, yeah, see.
Let's see, Miss Benford was one of the first graduating classes, and she's, I'm gonna say we're coming up on 50 years.
I'm gonna say 42.
Okay. We're here with Cypress High School teacher and 1990 graduate, Heather Dillard. How many years has Cypress High School been open?
Cypress High School is coming up on its 50th anniversary, opening in 1973.
And number 4, what other teacher besides Rick Feldman was the head football coach?
Mike Colby.
Oh, that's a stump for me.
Oh, on campus, good grief. Head football coach, that might be Steiner. But listen, I'm school like Van Hook. I'm Van Hook. I'm like Selby. So these questions, these newfangled questions with you babies, I don't know.
Maybe Coach Slevcove for a game?
What other teacher on campus was the head football coach besides Rick Feldman?
Michael Cobley. He was head coach from 2010 to 2011.
Great stuff as always. Next week, we're going to catch up with some athletes to find out how well they know their fall sports. That should definitely be a good one. But before we meet with our guests for today, we also checked in with Coach Crooks on what we can expect in the homecoming game against our opponent, Pacifica. Here's what he had to say. Here with Coach Crooks. Hey, Coach, this week's homecoming week. Obviously, it's a big week. What do you remember about homecoming when you were in high school?
Homecoming was ages ago. No, but it was a great experience. It was, I mean, you had the football games, you had the fans, and then you had also the homecoming dance after and stuff. But just everything leading up, the activities that the school does and stuff, especially here now, brings back a lot of memories and stuff. But you know, just having during lunchtime activities, the student athletes doing everything, and then obviously the big game, the anticipation, it's just being able to see everyone that comes back from homecoming that you went to high school with and stuff, and getting the community involved. It's a good game, a special game.
Well, this week our homecoming opponent is Pacifica. They always pose a challenge, and this being a big game, what do we need to know about Pacifica? What kind of offense do they run? What should we look out for?
Well, yeah, Pacifica has always been tough for us in league. That's always one that we kind of, you know, look at in our league as one of the tougher games in our schedule and stuff. And we don't definitely not looking past them. They have an explosive offense. They have a good quarterback going against this week for us, and he makes a lot of plays, you know, so it's just things we haven't seen before. And you know, they have a good running back that likes to run inside the tackles and then runs hard. So I mean, they're explosive on offense. They can throw the ball down the field. Defense, they're quick and they're physical. They make plays and stuff. So it's just gonna be another tough game for us, for our league.
And then what about the fans? Anything you want to say to the fans about the game?
Just come dressed out. I guess the theme is, you know, luau. So just make sure that you're able to support that and, you know, come out for an exciting game. And, you know, we're starting our phase 2 of our season and hopefully go 2-0 in league.
Well, thanks to Coach Crooks for checking in with us, giving us an update on Pacifica, how we're going to hammer them, crush them, bring it to the house. Today, that doesn't happen without good leadership, right? Today we have our ASB president, all-around peppy person, Nat Stark, here with us. Thanks for being on the program, Nat.
Of course.
Well, Nat, homecoming, very special week, right?
Yeah.
Where not only current students attend, but alumni as well get involved in what's going on, make the spirit in the school. What makes homecoming special?
I think what makes homecoming special, especially at our school, is the amount of diversity that we have on our campus and ways that students can get involved and make the production of homecoming happen. Like with the pep rally, we have cheer performing, song performing, choir performing. It just takes a great group effort. And especially with Miss Fenton, she choreographs the halftime show, and it's awesome. And it's just great to see a wide spread of students come together to put on a great week.
Yeah, shout out to Miss Fenton. I mean, unbelievable job organizing such a large number of students, running out on the field, doing their thing, getting them off quickly in the amount of time we have. It's just an awesome job. Thanks, Coach Fenton.
Yeah, now we have a very large population here, lots of students from all over the district, not just in Cypress. How do we get all students to join in and feel a sense of belonging?
Well, I think our campus is pretty welcoming. ASB tries their best to get all sorts of students involved. Like I said before, we have dance, choir, cheers, song, football at the game. But for students at lunchtime, we have games at lunch for them to participate in, and spirit weeks, and we just really try to reach out to everybody.
Very cool. Well, Thursday today, we've had things going on basically all week. So what things did you have planned for the week of homecoming?
So our spirit week this week was, on Monday we had It's Just a Song, we're a band tee. On Tuesday we had Suns Out, Dogs Out. On Wednesday we had Tacky Tourist Day, which was also the day of our pep assembly, which was amazing, by the way. And Thursday we had Beach Hair Don't Care, Crazy Hairdo or Crazy Hat. And on Friday, of course, Blue and Orange. Gotta show that side pipe.
I love the delivery every day, by the way. That was great. The delivery was spot on every time. Well done.
All right, so tell us about the dance on Saturday night. What's the theme, and how does ASB come up with these themes?
All right, so the theme for this Saturday is Hang Ten Hoko, and we based it off of the movie Teen Beach Movie. It's a Disney movie, and basically the concept of the movie was surfers versus bikers. So at the dance, make sure you're dressing up as a surfer or a biker. And the way we come up with these themes, me and my team, we sit down and we brainstorm. And basically we write down a list of things that we think are cool, and we kind of just vote and see what we think would appeal to our student body the best. And we try to make it kind of easy to involve people, especially with our Spirit Week. We tried to have days where it's kind of like easier to dress up to, low risk. So we just really want as much student involvement as possible.
Yeah, very cool. I mean, I know that's always something, is try to find ways to get kids involved. And sometimes it doesn't work out perfectly.
Yeah.
But let's say we had our ideal week. Like this was going to be the week of homecoming and everything worked out great. What would the ideal week look like? What would we dress like? What would the events be, the game, etc.?
So far it's been an amazing week, but ideally everybody's dressing up, everybody's having fun at lunch, but I think we're gonna have an awesome time on Saturday. So I think it's gonna be the ideal homecoming that I've had in my 4 years here.
Awesome.
Okay, Nat, so what's your prediction for the game Friday night, and what do you want to tell the students?
Obviously we're gonna kick Pacifica down. I think we're gonna crush them. I think we're gonna do an amazing job. I love football, and I hope the student section gets wild. I think that's one of my highlights of my year so far, is leading the student section and seeing how hype everyone gets.
Very cool, very cool. Well, this point in the program, we have some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Right? Don't overthink them, just whatever comes to your mind, throw it out. Are you ready?
I'm ready. A little
All right.
scared, but I'm ready.
Yeah, you'll be okay, I'm sure. Who is the most spirited ASB president in your 4 years?
I want to say Joseph Neil Hannafin III. He was great, and he was my idol. I'm just carrying on his legacy right now.
Very good. Are you going as a biker or a surfer to the dance on Saturday?
I am going as a surfer. That's my vibe.
Very cool. When we win, which we will,
Obviously.
when we win, should Miss Binford or should Mr. Cobley get a pie in the face next week?
I think they both should. I think they both deserve it.
Mark it down. Both of them. Pie in the face next week.
2 pies.
What's the best chant or cheer at a game that gets students hyped?
My personal favorite is Whose House Sees House. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
Which administrator would you like to see either lead a cheer or get on the dance floor?
Mrs. Brown. I've been trying to get her to cheer with me at football games, so maybe this Friday she will.
That's awesome. Well, thanks to Nat Stark for being here with us today. Homecoming, sure to be a lot of fun. Get out to the game on Friday. Get to the dance on Saturday. Get over to Coach's Corner before and after the game and celebrate with the team. Get out there. Go to all the games on Thursday. Be involved with what's going on this week. And just have a great time in all the festivities for homecoming. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys next week.